Hi, so just trying out my new camera, so apologies if this is awful. I don't look great, I'm not having the best of days. I've been on leave from work for a few days and I've not felt 100%, so I thought I'd treat myself today, and whilst treating myself I would talk you through my new-ish skincare routine. So when I did YouTube previously, I was always commented on my skin, even when I don't use makeup, like I've got nothing on now, how good my skin is, especially for my age. And I'd never been a lover of beauty products or moisturisers or anything like that, and I kind of didn't use them. Sorry, I've got so much rubbish in the background. There, that's better. But when I was in hospital, my skin, obviously with all the different drugs I was on, not being able to take care of myself the way I normally would, because in hospital, you know, it's not something they think about. They do, you know, don't get me wrong, they do look after you well, they do moisturise your skin, but when you're full of drugs and basically just being kept alive, they don't really, your skin is not the first thing they think of. They think about your body skin, but facial skin, anything like that, really doesn't get a lot of care and attention. So when I came out of hospital, my skin, where I'd lost so much weight in a very, very short space of time, to where, again, just drugs had dried my skin out, I thought, you know, it looked like it needed some help. So I've been, whilst I was at home recovering, and doing some research on the best bits I could do for my skin. So I have already started today's skincare a little bit. I have dermaplaned my skin, which I just use those little single blade like eyebrow shapers to just take off all the excess peach fuzz and hair that gets all round here, and especially for me on this part of my neck, which doesn't look very nice. And I have washed my skin. So what have I washed my skin in? So this is one of my more recent products. This is drugstore. This was £12.99. It is 500ml, and I've currently used to about here. And I've been using this now for about a month. The one I previously used was, and I'll try and put a picture up here if I can remember how to do it, the Nip and Fab salicylic acid face wash. It was a bright pink bottle, very easy to find in the shop. But in the last few months, as it ran out, I couldn't find it anywhere. I was going online, it's saying it was out of stock, and my normal shop never had it. So I tried this one. Now that one was priced at about, I think I got 2 bottles in the sale and they were about £6.70. Normal price about £10, just under £10. This one was £12.99. It is about 3 times the size, so it's much better value for money. And I think the brand is Me Plus by Superdrug. So it's their own brand. And the only reason I say Me Plus is because I've got something else here that I use as well. Actually 2 products, and they all have the same thing. So this one is the salicylic acid cleanser with ceramides, cleanses and smooths. Now I like my skin to feel clean. I've always used soap and water, to be honest, hand soap and water. I've been one of those girls. But recently I've found, with the amount of drugs I take, my insulin, all the other bits and pieces that I have to take, it just doesn't work for me much anymore. And again, sorry for all the mess in the background. It just is what it is. Anyway, So this one says, and this is where you can tell I'm getting old. I've got to take my glasses off to read it. It says this Me Plus cleanser. So yeah, that's the make. It is Me Plus, or the brand, I should say. It's formulated with a blend of salicylic acid and ceramides to gently exfoliate whilst removing oils and impurities. This combination helps skin appear smoother, clearer after 2 weeks of use. Suitable for normal to oily skin. So unless you've got very, very dry skin, this would work for you. And it's basically like you would use a normal face wash. You wet your skin, pump some into your hands. I use about 5 pumps because not too much comes out. I don't have much strength to get a decent sized pump out. So for me it's about 5. And I literally just lather it in my hands, wash all over my face, and then use a clean face cloth to remove all the soap. That's all I've done to my skin so far, and as you can see, it's not looking too bad. I've got a couple of blemishes. I can feel I've got a spot here coming. But in general, that's kind of it. So what I thought I'd do is do the rest of my skincare with you and show you literally how much product I use, what I do, and that kind of thing. So if you're up for it, I'll get on with it. So the next thing I would normally do is this little beast. Now I've had this for about 8 months, and I'm probably, yeah, about 2/3 of the way through. I do try to use this every morning. I do try to use it after every time I've washed my face, to be honest, because it's good for my skin. Sorry, the nozzle's all dirty. But I tend not to use it every day, and I should, because the 2 products that I use most together are flipping brilliant, and they're not even related. So this is the Garnier Organic Anti-Aging Serum Cream, basically hyaluronic acid serum. It's got a little bit of lavendine in it, so lavender oil and hyaluronic acid, 50-50 of each, which I find if I have, like I'm getting here, kind of under the skin spot, it kind of calms that area down. It doesn't look so red, even if the spot is still determined to come out. It stops it looking quite so red. So what I normally do is make sure it's open, and I'll pump, about 1.5 pumps to 2 pumps on my hands. And then yes, I know I do it with my rings on, but these 2 fingers on each hand, and I just rub it into my neck, into my cheeks, and into my forehead. Now, one of the misconceptions about hyaluronic acid is that it is an acid. It is not. It is merely a hydrating fluid. So what this does is it helps to lock in all the good moisture in your skin, like so. Now I do find when I put this on that my skin can look a little red afterwards, and that's merely just me where I've put the pressure onto my skin. So now I've done that one, I did have, completely got disorganised again. Just got a little hand wipe here to make sure that I don't cross-contaminate my products. Sorry if I sound a bit today. I am a bit had some stomach pain, literally just after I did my Get Ready With Me and Health update. I had some stomach pain the other night, and you know, the worry started to set in that things were happening again. But it seems to have chilled out, although the monthlies have decided to join in. So I thought this was a really good day to actually get my skin feeling good, even if I wasn't feeling so great myself. So my next product, again, I'm going to need to get another one of these soon, because it says use for 12 months afterwards. So if nobody knows how to use their products, on the back you will see a little opening, a little cap and pot with a number next to it. It's normally 12 months. and I am terrible for not using my products and for using them when they're out of date, and I really shouldn't. I should get better at it. But this one I was looking at basically for this part of my skin. Now, when I lost so much weight, this part of my skin started to look very saggy. Real kind of turkey neck, kind of loose skin, not very pleasant, quite wrinkled, didn't like the look of it. So I've started using this one. Now, I bought this one with my Boots vouchers. It's normally £12. I didn't pay anything for it. I literally got it free. So this one is the Boots own brand. So it's the purple lid, plain jar. And it is literally just collagen cream. And I had to look up, I had to do a lot of research, because what I find with a lot of people on YouTube or a lot of people in the beauty industry is they tell you all these products that you should have, but nobody tells you what order you should put them on in. I do watch Alexandra Anel, and she's very good, but again, she uses so many products. I'm not that type of girl. So sometimes it's very hard to know what I should be using and when. Like, do I put my Sun Factor on first, or do I last? Is it going to make a difference if I put it on last because I've got all these other products? But I've learnt the trick. I've researched and I've learnt the trick. So the hyaluronic acid goes on first after the salicylic wash. The salicylic wash moisturises and puts some moisture back into the skin, as well as cleaning and cleansing and toning. And the hyaluronic acid locks in that moisture back into your skin. It also helps break down the collagen into the skin, so you put this one on afterwards. So let's do this. Where am I? So, plain white cream. Hate getting it under my fingernails, but there we have it. So a little dab. And this is great for all those areas where you just need a bit of plumpness, really. I mean, I don't like to use too much on my skin. But certainly around the forehead area where I'm starting to wrinkle. My God, how much cream did I use? Oh. Let me put this pot down because I feel I have far too much product on my hands now. But certainly the biggest place I use it is around my neck. And what I've found is, over the last few months of using this collagen, is that my neck has quite dramatically changed and doesn't look so wrinkly. And I even put some on my scar, which helps plump up some of the dents around it, so as it doesn't look quite so weird. I don't know what the term is. Sorry, I feel like I'm not being myself today in this video. I feel like I'm in an infomercial, which is not me at all. It's not me. So let me just get the rest of this cream off my fingers. So that was the Boots collagen. It's £12. Out of all the different collagen creams I've seen out there or seen people use, price point for what it does, I think it's brilliant. I have seen it reduced to £8 at some points during the Boots sales. So if you are looking for a new collagen cream that doesn't cost the earth, this one's pretty good. Plus it's in a glass jar, which you can either keep and reuse or you can recycle, which is also brilliant. And it literally says, apply Boots collagen cream, day cream evenly across the face and neck for best results. Use this day cream with other Boots collagen youth activating products. No, you're alright. I'll stick with what I've got. So, what I should have done before I did any of this, I suppose, is go through these. I'm not a lover of face wipes, and I do my best to not use them. But what I have been using to take my makeup off, just while I let this soap sink into my skin a bit, is this. This is the Body Care Chamomile Facial Butter, Cleansing Butter, and it stinks. It's not my favourite smell in the world, but believe me, if any of you use the same makeup lipstick brand as I do, which is the Maybelline Stay Matte Ink, and find you're having to scrub it off your lips, this is your new best friend. This will take it off so quickly. What I do find though is if I am using a makeup reusable wipe, it gets very dirty very quickly. So I do tend to use one wipe just to get the grease off my face and the main amount of mascara, so as I can then use a reusable wipe just to get all the rest of the gunk off, really. And that makes my reusable pads last a bit longer, before otherwise I'd be washing them every day and I'd run out. But one thing I wanted to introduce you to, now these cost me, if I remember rightly, a whole £2.49, and they are one of the best things I've ever come across. Now, I don't know if any of you are like me, but certainly here I tend to get, not dry skin, but I have noticed more since, obviously, with the drugs and everything I'm on. I find that here becomes quite rough, and it's not flaky, dry skin at all. It's just really uneven textured. Now these are fabulous. These are, again, in Superdrug if you're in the UK. These are B, and this is B Beauty, I think, and it's literally B dot, and they are multi-acid retexturizing pads. Exfoliates and brightens the skin. So they are, if I can show you them, they come in a little sealed pot, so the cap, it just makes sure they don't dry out. And if you can see, they are little textured pads. And all you do is you grab one out. There's quite a few in here because I actually decanted my old tub into here when I did my clear out the other day. But what they do is if you put the rough side to your skin and just gently rub it and pat it away and then wash your face, all that kind of dryness will be gone. Apologies if I'm squinting, it's because I'm trying to see myself in the viewfinder and I don't need to, only you need to see me. She's getting there. So, what are we on to next? This. I don't know how to explain this. So, as I said, I've got a spot coming here under the skin. And what I would normally do is for about 3 days, morning and evening, so before I go to bed and when I've showered in the morning, I would get one of those pads like I've just shown you, but the Clearasil ones, because I don't like Clearasil products apart from that one. And I would literally just rub it on that bit, let it dry in, let it soak in, and within 3 days, spot's gone. Then I found this. This is a little bottle of magic potion. So very Halloween themed, very autumnal. And yes, forgive me for not wearing black today. I'm actually in green. These are my new pyjamas because I can't be bothered to get dressed. So I'm coming to you very raw today. So this is, again, the Me Plus range in Superdrug. And this is salicylic acid plus Cica Booster. C-I-C-A, I don't know what that means, but it says it improves skin clarity and texture. And what does it say on the bottle? It says this BHA booster with Cica, whatever that is formulated with highly effective 2% salicylic acid to help reduce the appearance of blemishes and unclog pores. Works to calm, soothe and reduce the appearance of redness and irritation caused by blemishes. Now, this I bought because it was a 3 for 2 offer, and the other product I'm yet to show you. It was a 3 for 2 offer, and I wanted the face wash, and I thought I'll give this a go. I'll see what happens. This is a bottle of magic. Absolute bottle of magic. Bear with me, I think I need to charge my camera. She's flashing at me. She's flashing at me, which means I need to move you. Oh, bear with. Oh, is she going to charge and record? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Who are you? Yeah, she's not going to like that. we'll see how far we go. So this one, I put on a red blemish on my skin that was about here, and it disappeared overnight. I'm not kidding. So this comes with a little pipette, so you can get your oil as much or as little as you need. And I've literally just been dropping it onto the skin without touching it, obviously, and then gently, realising I've still got collagen all over mine. Why didn't you tell me I still had cream all over my nose? Patting it into the area where it feels a bit meh. I'm going to do a little bit down here as well because my chin is a little bit red. And that seems to clear it all up. So I'm going to have to stop for a minute because I do need to charge my camera. I don't know why she's doing this to me today, but what I might do is actually swap cameras and then you can tell me the difference. So I'll catch you in a second. Should we try again? I've given up. I've given up today. Everything's going wrong. So, as I said, that is the salicylic acid booster with Seeker. Now I don't know, I can't remember how much this was. I think it was around $8.99, which isn't bad. I'm gonna have to move you back a bit. You're a little bit too close now. There we go. Although maybe I should have just done it all on this one. Maybe I should have done it all on this one. Never mind. It is what it is. I need to try out my video, so it's going to be a bad one. But I will do a night care routine as well that's quite basic, that I'll do all on my new camera, and hopefully that will all work properly and we won't have this problem. So, what's next? Now, if I was going out in the sun, this would be my go-to. So this is a brand new one. I've not opened this one yet, but this is the Soleil by Superdrug. Again, cheap. This is like £5 or £6, but it's a sensitive face lotion and it's got SPF 50. So it's UVA and UVB because I need to be protected from both. And it is water resistance, fragrance free, 8-hour hydration and dermatologically approved, and it's UVA Ultra. So yeah, again, 12 months on the pack. I'm not going to open this one, I'm not going to put it on, but this I find very handy for handbag size. It's only 50ml, so if I'm travelling or if I'm out and about and I'm in the sun, I've got this on hand. What else have I got? My moisturisers, my last two products. So I'm going to start with this one, which is the Me Plus caffeine eye cream. So under here you will have noticed over the years, I say it like you've known me forever, you haven't, but over the years my eyes have gotten very, very dark. This stuff is amazing. I've only used this a few times and I can already see that those dark circles have started to dissipate. And I use the tiniest amount on my little finger and literally just pat it around the corner of my eye and then use my middle finger to blend it out. I know it sounds like a makeup thing, doesn't it? Blend it out, but it's not. Just making sure I don't get it in my eye. And then the same on the other side. Again, small amount. And I go round there and through that dark patch in here, and for some reason it just seems to work, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is the caffeine, I don't know if it's just a magic. I'm sure it's not magic, I'm sure it's the caffeine, but it has seemed to brighten my skin where it's felt pretty naff and dull. So this one was about £3.99, absolute bargain. And it says with peptides, it's the caffeine brightening caffeine eye cream with peptides, should we try this one again? Peptides and 0.55% caffeine reduces the appearance of dark circles. Gently pat into the skin around the eye using your ring finger, little finger. I use my little finger just because it's easier to get into that small crease. Yada yada yada. Use daily, morning and evening. So this one you can use twice a day. I do have another cream that I use at night, which is slightly more hydrating. But certainly during the day, this is the one I need. And then finally, my last one is this one, which I'm sure you've all seen before. This is the Face Theory Amyl Sea Whip SPF 30, a light moisturising whip with 5%. They're trying to kill me with these names, aren't they? Niacinamide and dual action vitamin C. It's UVA coverage with 3 stars and UVB SPF 30. Combination / dry, gently scented. Now, they say gently scented. I love it comes with these little metal tubs, metal lids. It smells like buttercream. Vanilla buttercream. That's what it reminds me of. That's why I like it so much, because most moisturisers, they're horrible. They just, to me, they just smell awful. And I'm not very good with putting things on my face if they don't smell good. So all of the other things I use, other than my body care makeup remover, are basically non-scented, which is amazing. But this one is like a whipped cream moussey style thing, and I literally just moisturise all into there. Minding that I don't rip out my nose stud again. Yes, I do put it on my eyelids. Just put the lid back on. Trying not to touch the under eye area where I've already put the caffeine cream. Apologies if it's just got dark. It's not my lighting, it's not my phone. It is literally the fact that the sun's gone in. I was trying to get this done before the sun went out, and then my camera decided to die. Hence why the end of this is on my phone, because I'm not waiting 3 hours while that charges to do my skincare. But that's it. That is all I use. I don't use serums. Well, I suppose you could call that one a serum because it's not a cream. But it is a serum cream, so it's not like a thin, oily serum. The only one I kind of use for that is that BLEMISH one here, which is great. That's the only oil I put in my skin. Everything else I use is hydrating, plumping, retexturizing, I suppose, in their elements. And my skin will look a little bit red at the moment. There's that damn spot, look at it. Look at it. We'll get rid of it. My skin will look a bit red because, like I said, I have just dermaplaned my skin just to get rid of all that nasty peach fuzz that makes me feel icky when I'm feeling icky anyway. And that's it. So I will do a nighttime routine. There's a lot less to it. I'll do one to take my makeup off. You can see how hideous that makes me look before and after I've taken the makeup off. And you'll be able to see what I use, how I use it. I also have a lip balm somewhere. I'm not quite sure what I've done with it, but I do need to get some more lip balms, so I will put that on my list for tomorrow, because I do find with the season changing that my lips get very dry. If I'm not well, my lips get dry. If I'm having stomach problems, so maybe related to what happened previously, sometimes not. I tend not to drink as much. I get very dehydrated with my diabetes very quickly. So lip balm is the way forward for me. But I hope this was helpful. I know some of you have been asking me how I've managed to get my skin back from looking pretty piss poor. I mean, I'll insert a picture here of what my skin was like when I first came out of hospital, and I think you could be able to tell the difference. Obviously this has just been done, none of this has really sunk into my skin, so I look a bit shiny. Normally I would wait half an hour and then put makeup on top of this. I wouldn't necessarily use a primer. I would go straight in with a foundation or a powder and then do my eyeshadow. I'm not a primer girl, never have been. I hate the things. I don't know how people say they make your makeup stay on longer, because for me, all they do is make it slip off. There's nothing in it that works for me. But that's it. That's my makeup routine. My makeup routine. It's got to that point in the day. Should I put my glasses on? I might actually know what I'm talking about. That's better. So that's my skincare routine. Like I said, it probably looks a bit shoddy at the moment because I did dermaplane my skin, which is why I needed to do this. And you need to make sure that your skin has been cleansed and well looked after you have dermaplaned. If you want to know more about dermaplaning, if you're not somebody who's ever done it before and want to know more about it, then go and have a look at Alexandra Annel's channel. She does it quite a bit. She will talk you through it. She's got a great tutorial on how to do it properly, which is where I learned to do it. But I don't do it very often. I only do it maybe once every 3 months. I will dispel the myth that it makes the hair grow back quicker and longer and thicker. It doesn't. Makes no difference at all. All I find is that here I do get quite a bit of hair that gets quite long that I really don't like. And obviously here I don't like it. It just makes me look awful. And that's why I do it. So before the light goes completely, I'm going to go and see what I've got on these two videos. Hopefully they're okay. If not, I will do this again at some point, probably feeling a little bit better and a little bit more like me. And in the meantime, has she just found her lip balm? Ah, this is one of my favourite lip balms. The cocoa butter. Just literally cocoa butter on a stick. It's beautiful, bear with. Now I feel done. But yeah, that's it. I will do a nighttime routine at some point. It won't be today. It's not going to be today. I'm not in the mood for it today. But hopefully I will be able to film it before I go back to work next week. So I'm going to try and get more into filming again a little bit more regularly. I have started really enjoying it again. But please don't hold it against me if I don't. You know, I've still got to look after myself and take my recovery seriously. And there's some changes coming up which will be announced in a vlog at some point or a video. Nothing major, just a change. And yeah, that's me. So I'm going to sign off. I will try and link all the products below if I can find them still. They should all still be available. I've bought them all pretty recently. And in the meantime, as always, well, you're awesome.